Hey everyone, welcome to Neil Talks. My name's Neil, and it's time to talk Avatar: The Last Airbender. And we're approaching the midway point of this final season, guys, and I'm beginning to get worried because we're not taking action. We're not finding a firebending master. We're having random episodes, random adventures that, while very interesting and entertaining, don't seem to be leading us towards our final goal. We're certainly fleshing out the universe, and one of the things I really appreciate what we're doing in recent episodes is we're reinforcing the idea that not everyone from the Fire Nation is bad. When Aang went to school, all of these kids were just normal kids, but they were being indoctrinated. We met our sword master who trained Sokka, and he was Fire Nation, but he was also White Lotus. We've rescued this village that was, living in the polluted river near the Fire Nation steel factory. There's normal people throughout the Fire Nation, so it's not this evil monolith that perhaps those of us from the water tribes, from the Earth Kingdom, may believe it to be. And similarly, we've seen plenty of evidence, since last season even, that just because you're on the side of good doesn't make you good. Think of the structure of Ba Sing Se itself and all of the evil Earth Kingdom people within that system. Think of the waterbending master we met from last episode, who really had this dark side that was tough to get behind, even though it was fully understandable. She was a long-time Fire Nation prisoner, and this was her form of retaliation, but man, did it get dark. So yeah, we've done a really good job of reminding the audience lately that we can't paint with a broad brush here. We have to look at each individual. And to that end, Aang is sort of clinging to this idea that every individual can be saved. Every individual deserves a chance. And it's going to come down to giving that chance to Zuko, who's a very difficult person to give that chance to. We see how conflicted he is, but he's also done some terrible things over the course of the show. And I can only assume that he will be forgiven. He won't be painted with the broad brush of evil Fire Nation, but then we go beyond. Like, how do we give that chance to Azula and Ozai? Like, it feels wrong to give the enemy that kind of forgiveness, but Aang may be a better man than I. In any case, hopefully we get the mission on track. Hopefully we break Iroh out of prison soon, or Iroh breaks himself out of prison. Hopefully we hook up the Aang gang with Iroh, because I still believe Iroh has to be our firebending master. But we're running out of time. There's so much that has to happen between now and the finale. And, I don't doubt that it's all going to happen. I'm just getting anxious. In any case, let's jump right into it, guys. This is episode 9 of season 3. And it's called Nightmares and Daydreams. Are those koala sheep? That's adorable.
This is it. The official rendezvous point for the invasion force.
Oh, we're already there. So we're invading?
And we're here 4 days ahead of schedule.
Wait, 4 days? The invasion's in 4 days?
Yeah.
We're here, we're ready. The best thing we can do now is get plenty of rest.
I would have thought we'd learn firebending before invading.
Yes.
Alright, are we just doing everyone's dreams this episode?
Your days of tyranny are over, Fire Lord. I'm bringing you down.
Really? How do you plan on doing that when you're not even wearing pants?
Oh no!
Oh. Everybody's looking at your naked bum. You have pants. Relax.
Well, I better keep training.
Are we still in a dream? You're kicking a bush.
May I wash your feet, sir?
Head massage?
Hot towel?
Is this Zuko's dream? It doesn't feel like a Zuko dream.
It's not a prince's place to walk anywhere, sir.
Literally across the street. You've been doing this all night?
How long have you been up?
You don't get it, do you? My form is bad, I'm sloppy, and I still don't know any firebending. Not
Yeah.
even the basics.
That's okay, Aang. The eclipse will block all firebending anyway. You don't need to know any. Plus, it's a stupid element.
Okay, well, I still have to work on everything else.
Toph's just flicking boogers.
Good night, Katara. Good night, Sokka. Good night, Toph. Good night, Appa. Good night, Momo. Good night, Appa and Momo.
Go to sleep already!
And we're back.
Your days of tyranny are over, Fire Lord. I'm bringing you down. And this time I brought pants.
And they're not going anywhere.
But are you prepared for your mathematics test?
Math test? I've got to be ready.
Counting sheep.
Aang, sleep. Please. For me.
I guess there are some nice perks that come with being royalty. Though there's annoying stuff too. Like that all-day war meeting coming up.
War meeting?
I assumed you were going too.
He hasn't been invited. No war for you, Zuko.
Wake up, sleepyhead. You missed the invasion.
Sokka, get up! I need to know what day it is!
What? Who's talking? Ow!
Wow.
In one of my dreams, you were running from Fire Nation soldiers, trying to climb this cliff, but you were too slow and they got you. Climb that cliff! Climb it fast!
Has Aang gotten taller?
We died because of your tiny bladder. And you need to start wearing your hair up. In my dream, your hair got caught in a train and...
Aang, you really need to get a grip.
You're right. I'm losing my mind.
Is he okay? Did Sokka break a leg?
Growing snowball
No.
of nerves.
That's because you gotta fight the Fire Lord, the baddest man on the planet. And you better win or we're all done for.
Sokka, you're not helping.
Is this all still a dream?
Reach up.
Okay, we're doing half a
Reach
yoga.
For the sun. Feel your chi paths clearing.
I feel really warm. Like I'm in the Fire Lord's palace and he's shooting a bunch of fireballs at me. And the whole world is being engulfed in flames.
Maybe your stress is the kind you need to talk out.
Why don't you get right down to business and tell me what's been bothering you? Want to try screaming into this pillow?
Yeah.
So I guess there's a big war meeting coming up, huh? And apparently I'm not welcome there.
I'm certain Dad wants you there. You probably just weren't invited because it's so obvious that you're supposed to be there.
Well, were you invited?
Of course. I'm the princess.
I'm not going.
Oh, Zuko, you're tough to figure, man.
Pound away.
There's one other thing we can try. Acupuncture.
You know what will make you feel better? Ordering some servants around.
I kind of think I sort of might slightly feel a little better. Maybe.
Nope.
Then our work here is done.
Oh. Giant Momo. Oh, we're getting trippy here. Oh. Well, the comet. Jeez, Dark.
Nothing helps. There's only one thing I can do. I'm gonna stay awake straight through to the invasion.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Aang, staying up all night can't be good for you.
Actually, staying up all night has given me some time to think. And I've realized some big things, Katara.
He needs to do it alone.
Why I'm really doing this. I'm doing it to save the world, but more than that, I'm doing it for the people I love. I'm doing it for you, Katara. I love you.
This is a dream.
Baby, you're my forever girl.
Yep.
I was just saying you should take a nap.
Oh, I guess I kind of drifted off into a daydream.
Yeah.
Prince Zuko, everyone's waiting for you.
My dad wants me at the meeting?
The Fire Lord said he would not start until you arrive, sir.
Okay.
Ozai's defense is impeccable. I'll have to try a different approach.
Terrible aim.
Boy, you are really starting to lose it, kid.
Momo, did you hear something?
Momo's talking.
No, but I said something. You, my friend, are just a few plums short of a fruit pie.
For a second there, I imagined you were talking to me. Oh, Momo, let me explain.
Oh no.
Aang? We're all starting to get a little worried about you.
Yeah.
You've got to take care of yourself. You can't go on like this.
Look, I appreciate what you guys are saying.
The way App is standing.
Leave the kid alone.
Hey, who asked you?
Sokka, what should we do?
About what?
About that.
With triple wielding swords. Oh. Quad wielding.
Come on, guys, we're all on the same side.
Chakras! Chakras!
Is this all dream from the first night? That's what I'm assuming at this point.
So, how did it go?
I was literally at his right hand.
Zuko, that's wonderful.
I was the perfect prince. The son my father wanted. But I wasn't me.
Yeah. What do you want, Zuko?
An imaginary bed made out of clouds.
Hey, we spent hours working on it.
A good night's sleep will probably take the crazy away.
There's still so much I haven't learned. I don't need sleep. What I need is practice.
You're smart, brave, and strong enough.
You really think so?
You can do this. You're ready.
You're the man, Twinkle Toes.
Thanks, guys.
Is he though?
No, Fire Lord Ozai. You're not wearing pants.
Okay, this was a weird one. And it was meant to be weird. It was meant to be surreal. It was meant to be dreamlike. But I'm genuinely not sure how much of that was real, how much of that was daydream, how much of that was... Like, how many nights actually happened? Like, it's entirely possible that that entire Aang storyline happened in his dreams the first night they arrived at this waiting place. That's entirely possible. I don't think that's the case, but I wouldn't rule it out either. Poor Aang, because at the end there, Katara and Sokka and Toph, they tell him, you're ready. You're strong, you're smart, you're brave. But I don't feel like he... I don't feel like he's been preparing enough this season. And yes, it's the night of the eclipse, so firebending's not going to work, theoretically. So having learned whether Aang knows firebending or not, he won't be able to use it that night. So he knows he's doing very well with his other three. maybe that's enough. But obviously this isn't going to be a successful assassination attempt of Ozai. This isn't going to be a fully successful invasion because there's half a season to come. I'm curious to see how they're going to fail in this invasion. What's going to go wrong? And I want to know what part Zuko is going to have in it. Because Zuko's stuff, especially early on in this episode, felt very dreamlike as well. It didn't feel like the Zuko we know. He was so calm and quiet and reserved, not like the Zuko we know at all. Living the life of this, the quiet life, the privileged life of this prince, being walked around in a palanquin, bossing servants around, hanging out with his girlfriend. It's not him. And that's all sort of summarized right at the end of this episode. Not only was he wasn't invited to the meeting because it was assumed that he would be there, and his father is waiting for him to start the meeting. He's his father's right hand. All these things that he wanted so badly years ago. And he has this realization that it's not him. He is not the prince. He doesn't want to be the prince. That is not who Zuko is. He's come to that realization. What's he going to do with that? If he's not the prince, is he going to continue to cling to this sense of duty and obligation and this goal he's had for years, or is he going to step back? He doesn't seem happy. He's got this internal conflict. So what's he going to do when the Fire Kingdom's invaded? I don't know, man. I'm super curious to see what happens next. But man, this was a weird one. It feels like another unnecessary episode, and yet it does so much to put us into the minds of our two main characters, of Aang and Zuko. And Aang finally gets peace at the end when he hears the message finally from Katara that he is ready. He can sleep well. And suddenly it's Ozai who doesn't have pants in his dream. But yeah, we also get into Zuko's head. But in the grand scheme of things, this feels like this is literally an episode that's waiting for the next episode. We get to this place 4 days early, and we're just waiting. This is a luxury episode, if you will. And man, I need the story to engage again. But I appreciate that in an episode like this, I wish I was more versed in anime, because I feel like a lot of this episode really sort of leaned into some anime tropes, slightly different animation styles, that sort of thing. While I could observe it, I didn't get that sort of gut reaction to those differences that may have been intended to viewers who are bigger fans of anime. But in any case, fun episode, interesting episode, non-essential episode, but maybe a really important episode at the same time. This show, man, it continues to surprise me. In any case, I'm excited for next week. Let's invade the Fire Nation, shall we? So until then, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.